YouTube, Merry Christmas. How are you all doing? I'm back again with some more pickups. So this will be the second half of December. There's only a few things that I've bought, and the rest will be what I got for Christmas. It's Boxing Day today, 26th of December. It's been a busy couple of days, visiting family and whatnot. I've been out this morning to my dad's, and I'm off to my mum's for tea this evening. So I've got a couple of hours to kill. So I figured I'd go through what I've picked up, basically. So I have one item from eBay, one item from Vinted, and a set of 3 items from somewhere else. So first off, from eBay, I got a Blu-ray of Chuck Season 5. I'm going to have all 5 seasons on DVD, which at some point, once I get all the Blu-rays, I guess they'll be superfluous. I won't need them anymore. But so far, I've got 3 of the 5 on Blu-ray. I still need seasons 3 and 4. Happy again to find one of these with a slip box. I guess maybe that won't go back in now. There we go. I guess maybe these are easier to find with than without. I don't know if they were reissued at some point without the slip box. I have a feeling. Oh no, I thought it was like some other releases where none of the information is on the case. It's just artwork and it's all on the slip box, but that's not the case as it is. But yeah, I really enjoy this show. It's a while since I've watched any, and of course it's been the final season. I'm going to have to wait until I get, well, I don't have to, I suppose. I can watch 3 and 4 on DVD. In the meantime, I'm not going to, though. I'm going to wait until I've got more on Blu-ray before I watch any more. But yeah, really enjoy that show. Excuse my squeaky chair. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's driving me crazy. This I got off Vinted. I've been looking for quite a while at getting this on, looking for it on eBay, I suppose. And whenever I'm in a CEX, I'll have a look if it's available there, which I've never been in one where it was. Basically, we've got Darkman 3, Die Darkman Die. This is in a super jewel case. Now, I got Darkman 2 on DVD in a super jewel case quite a long time ago, out of a now defunct second-hand media store called Renew, which wasn't around for very long. At least that's not strictly true. There was one store that was around for quite a few years. I think it's gone now though, in Darlington, but they expanded to maybe 5 or 6 other stores all over the northeast, and there was one here in Stockton, but that was maybe only around for about 3 months. They occupied what was the old HMV store in town, and they were doing some great deals. Most of the DVDs and Blu-rays that they did were buy 2 get 1 free, but occasionally they would buy 1 get 2 free, especially on the Blu-rays. And I had a lot of Blu-rays at like £1 and £2. So I really did, when that was open, I really did fill my boots and got a lot of stuff, probably a bunch of stuff that I didn't really need. But amongst what I got from there was Darkman 2 in a super jewel case. And I immediately, when I got that, I had to look to see if I could find the first Darkman and this, if they were available in this case. And this one, as you can see, is the first one. I've never seen any evidence to date that I ever had a release in a super jewel case. I paid £1 plus fees and postage for this, which came around to just a tad over £4, which I think the cheapest one I ever saw on eBay was about £12. I forget how much this is now in CEX, but it's probably less than £4. But there is also a standard Amaray case version of this available as well. So you never know in CEX which version. I would imagine that version will be the more common. So yeah, chuffed that I found that. Now these three came from Germany, and they're part of a set that a company called Turbine have been putting out. These are all 3D releases of movies that either have never had their 3D version released on Blu-ray, or they were released from a company in Australia. I keep forgetting the name of it now. It might come back to me, but anyway, that company is dead and gone. They don't do release anymore. But this is volumes 4, 5 and 6 of their Blu-ray 3D releases. Now this is the one I'm most excited about. So this is Mission Impossible Fallout. This had a 3D, I assume these all had 3D releases in the cinema. I never got to see this in the cinema, and they never, is it Universal? I want to say it's Universal, but oh no, Paramount. Of course it's Paramount. Mission Impossible. They never released this, as far as I'm aware. I'm fairly certain there's been discussions about this on the 3D forums, that this never got an official Blu-ray 3D release. Now there are bootlegs around, because I think this was shown streaming in 3D at some point, so there are bootlegs available. Yeah, so this I'm very pleased about. The next one, which is that's volume 4, by the way. I don't know if that'll show up on there. So I've already got 1, 2 and 3, which I showed in a previous video. So this is volume 5. I'm completely out of focus. There we go. Now the English title for this is Migration. Now, as I showed in the last time I showed the first 3 of these, they have reversible sleeves which have the English language titles and different, for the most part, different artwork covers. I have a feeling that one might be the same inside. These rating stickers are, in fact, just stickers. They will peel off. I think they're underneath the plastic. I can't remember now whether they feel like they're underneath. Oh no, they're not. They're on top of the plastic. There we go. So yeah, they have a reversible sleeve which has the English title on the front and on the spine. I haven't opened these yet because they only came on Monday. When I put that last video out of me showing the first 3 in the series, which are, can I remember, Jurassic World, Dominion, The Rise of Groot, Minions: The Rise of Groot, and what do they call it? Is it The Bad Guys? I think that was maybe the German title. Anyway, regardless of that, I looked on the website because I was looking for links, and one of those 3, Jurassic Park Dominion, had sold out, and it did say more stock coming. I don't know. I haven't looked actually see if it's back in stock or not. And I noticed because of that, I thought this one has got to be more popular, having never been released. So I didn't want to. I intended on waiting till the new year to ordering these, and I thought if I do, this will sell out. I mean, it may come back in stock at some point. So last week on Thursday, which was the 18th of December, I thought I'll put my order in. The probably won't come till the new year anyway, or maybe in between Christmas and New Year. Friday morning I got an email to say they'd been dispatched, and on Monday they arrived. Now bearing in mind, in the UK, the last day for first class post to guaranteed Christmas delivery was Thursday the 18th of December. So this was posted in Germany, or these were posted in Germany the day after that, and they still got here 2 days before Christmas. That's amazing. And then the third one, which I've heard this is pretty bad, Dr. Dolittle with Robert Downey Jr. This again is numbered spine. Can we get a focus on there? So it's number 6. So yeah, very chuffed I've got them. The next 3, there's another 3 been announced. I'm just trying to remember. Can I quickly log into this website while I'm stalling for time? Yeah, there's another 3 been announced to come out, I think, in the new year. And can I open it quickly? Come on. So we've got, can we focus in on that? So there's 2 Transformers movies and Sing 2. So Bumblebee and, is it Rise of the Beasts? I believe the other one, which again, I want to say neither of those 2 Transformers movies have had an official Blu-ray 3D release. I know again there are bootlegs of Bumblebee, I'm not sure of the other one, and these are the same price. I want to say they were so 66, 62 euros. If you buy them, you can buy them individually at 25 euros each, so it is a saving. What I didn't realise when I bought those first 3, and again when I bought these 3, you get points. So I actually got, I think, 10 euros off these, or 8 euros off these 3 because of my previous purchase. So again, when I do buy these, I'll be in a similar situation that I'll get some money off in points that I've collected. I'm just trying to see if there's a date on here. Let's go to English. Oh. Right. Oh, these must have been released now because they're available to dispatch. So yeah, it looks like these 3 are available. God, I don't know if I can justify another £60 payment. Actually, it was less than that because of the discount I got, but it'd still be 50 something quid. So I might have to wait. Again, I think I have a feeling, especially Bumblebee, I think Bumblebee will sell out quickly, or I don't know if they're selling out and that's it. I'm sure it said for Jurassic World, Dominion, that it was coming back in stock. It looks like it's still out of stock. No, it's not. It's back. So yeah, it looks like looks like they've got it back in stock. Hey, this product will be released on the 9th of January 2025. That makes no sense because I've already got them. bye, because anyway, I've gone off on too much of a tangent here. This video is going to be really, really long. Right, so moving on. Anyway, so the rest of these are all Christmas presents. So we'll start off with a parcel or parcels that arrived on, two arrived on Sunday and one arrived on Monday or Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday. Yeah, arrived on Tuesday. So these were presents from my good friend Pete Cahill. He sent these, like I say, 2 came on Sunday. Oddly, usually when you, with Amazon, these have come from Amazon, but when you send or order multiple items from Amazon that get dispatched on the same day for delivery the same day, they come in the same package, but they didn't. They came in individual packages, which I thought was weird. And he told me the same when mine were delivered to him, that they came in individual packages as well. Let's just readjust that. But they also didn't come, they came on the same day, but one came in the morning and one came in the evening, which was weird. Anyway, I got, and I'm so pleased about this, this is so nostalgic for me. This is the 40th anniversary of the Box of Delights. I have a VHS of this, which I had actually considered watching on Christmas Eve, but I was so busy I never got around to it. And then, so I was so chuffed when I opened this on Christmas Day. As soon as I'd finished, I watched Doctor Who and then I watched Wallace and Gromit. I put this straight on. I haven't got into any of the special features yet, which were on a separate disc, but the show, which is a 6-part, it was a 6-part kids show that came out in, I guess it's the 40th anniversary. It was either 1983 or probably 1984, and I loved it back then. And I was very disappointed the following Christmas that it wasn't repeated, but that was like the way it was in those days. You only had, by 1984 we had 4 channels, but things rarely got repeated, and if they did, it was years later. Now, one thing about this, there was an actress in this who I immediately recognised. Patricia Quinn, who was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I've seen many, 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 many times. I did not know she was in this. What I do know is I first saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I can't get my words out today, for the first time in 1988. So I am guessing the last time I saw this was prior to that, and possibly even when it was first on the telly in, I guess, 1984. I'm fairly certain the amount of times I've seen that movie, Rocky Horror Picture Show, that if I had watched this since then, since watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I would have recognised that actress immediately, like I did when I was watching this. So I don't think I've seen this in the best part of more than 35 years. I loved it. I mean, yes, it had some pretty janky special effects, but that's the BBC in the 1980s, probably working on a shoestring, quite literally. But it didn't detract at all. The story was great. I really, really loved it. And I'm looking forward to getting into these special features, and 2, having another watch, hopefully, every year to come, because yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Next up, Deadpool and Wolverine. Saw this in the cinema in 3D. It was an experience. I loved the movie, but the only way I could get to see it in 3D was at View. Was it View? I think it was View. and they were only showing it on their 4DX screen, which is the one with the chairs, the seats that just move around all over the place. And it was that part of the experience I could have done without. I didn't care for that at all. But the film, and the 3D especially, was fantastic. Now, as far as I'm aware, the only 3D version of this available is from Japan. And again, as far as I'm aware, those discs, or certainly the previous Marvel 3D discs from Japan, have been Region A locked. So even if I could get hold of them, a copy, I probably wouldn't be able to watch it. Now, if someone's got any more insight onto that, whether they are region free, not that makes a difference, because they are prohibitively they are prohibitively expensive, which is why I haven't bought, at least until so far, any of the more recent Marvel movies that haven't had 3D releases anywhere other than Japan, myself, because they're just, like I say, too prohibitively expensive, and as far as I'm aware, the Region A locked. So for now, at least, I've got this. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. And then finally, this was an extra one he sent me. He sent me a message on Monday morning, Tuesday morning. So this was just something a little extra that he was sending. I've been looking forward to watching this. I saw the trailer when it first came out quite a few times, and it just looks absolutely hilarious. So yeah, this will be going on. Probably not today, because like I say, I've got to go out and do some more family visiting today. But yeah, looking forward to watching that. Next up, a couple of Blu-rays I got off my sister. She got me some other things that were non-movie related, but these were on my Amazon wish list that she picked. So firstly, Tremors Shrieker Island, aka Tremors 7. This is the only one in the series I've not seen as yet, and I don't really know anything about it other than it's part of the Tremors franchise. And obviously you've got the what do they call them, the graboid. Whether it's got any of the other of the evolution of the Tremors creatures, I don't know. But yeah, the last one wasn't awful. I didn't hate it. The last one, as far as I'm aware, the last one was the only one, certainly the only one I've got that came with a slipcover. I've just had a look on IMDb, and they're normally pretty good of marking in their listings of each movie or TV show if they ever had a slipcover as part of the release or on the initial release. And this is showing that it never came with a slipcover, which they did with the last one. So other than saving money, I guess, is probably the reason. It didn't. Alternatively, according to Blu-ray.com, did I say IMDb? I did say Blu-ray.com. Either way, it's Blu-ray.com. That does come with a slipcover, so yeah, I'll probably have a look out for that sometime. But yeah, I'm pleased about that. I've got, unless they've made another one that I don't know about, I think they've got all 7 movies now. And this I saw on Netflix a couple of months ago and absolutely loved it, and put it straight onto my Amazon wish list. Bullet Train, great movie. A big surprise, which it shouldn't have been, because so many people are raving about it, or have raved about it. It's a great movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely ready for another watch already. Then from my brother, got a few things off my Amazon wish list as well. Very pleased about this. I haven't seen this for a long time. I do own a DVD, and I'm so happy to get a Blu-ray. The Virgin Suicides. What a fantastic film this is. Really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Didn't know this one came in a slipcover, so again, that's always a bonus. I'm very pleased. These next two I knew came with slipcovers, but of recent Amazon have removed the thumbnails, if that's the right word, pictures of they have on Amazon of some of these releases removing the slipcover, as if to say we've sold out the ones with slipcovers now, but happily these came with a slipcover. So some more Doctor Who animated releases for the collection. Doctor Who, The Underwater Menace, another second Doctor story that I'm not familiar with, but very pleased to add. I want to say this is, yeah, it says there's a 2-disc set. Yeah, and it's in colour. I think one of the more recent ones that I got was, most of them have been in colour, but there was at least one that was in black and white, which I mean, the original show was in black and white, but most of, or at least when these second Doctor ones were made, that's when it was in black and white. I think it became in colour for the third Doctor. But yeah, most of these animated ones have been like double discs, so there's one disc is the colour version and one disc is the black and white version. Doctor Who Web of Fear, again another second Doctor story that I'm not that familiar with. This being a special edition, I'm not sure why it's a special edition. But it's got the slipcover again. Now, one thing that I have mentioned in the past that concerned me, and it looks like it's happened when they started bringing these out, and more importantly, the season sets. And that irks me as well. Why they call them seasons? You got season 1, season 14, season 23, whatever. There were always series back when those series came out. They were series, they weren't seasons. That's American, and that's probably why they've done it for the American market. But anyway, that's a totally different rant. So Chris Chibnall's era of Doctor Who went with this Doctor Who logo, and for the life of me I could not understand why they used it for the releases of the classic Doctor Who series sets and individual story sets, because it's pretty obvious to anyone who watches the show that whenever they either change showrunners, or more often not, even when they change to a new Doctor, this whole Doctor Who logo is updated and changed for the new showrunner or Doctor. So I said it's inevitable that when they change Doctor, they're going to change the logo, and lo and behold, they have. They've gone with this new one that they now use for the new series. Now, although it's not terribly bad, I do have a thing about consistency on releases, and the consistency on these is not great. They don't look as if they're, for me they look too different. But I hate the fact that they've changed the logo. I knew it was inevitable, but what irks me even more is those full series box sets, classic Who box sets on Blu-ray, are all pretty good when it comes to the way they look on the shelf, and how the continuity of each release is very similar. They're all upstairs on the shelf, but I'll get a snap and take a picture and add it in here. And what I've feared for quite some time is, as they're releasing those, and they're not releasing them in order, they've released random seasons. I think I've got something like seasons 8, 12, 14, 18 and maybe 23, and they haven't released them in that order either. I don't think. They've missed quite a few out, especially the early ones, especially the ones with the missing episodes. And if they start releasing those sets with this new logo on the side, they're going to look really, really. I know it's for some people it's it's not even an issue, but it really, really it is for me. So yeah, that's my little rant for the day. Although I'll maybe have another one coming very shortly. Yeah, so those are the three that my brother bought me. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. Then went to my dad's this morning because he was away yesterday, visiting other family down in or across in Manchester. So yeah, I was over there this morning and very kindly bought me some more to add to my collection. So the first one, Class. This was a Doctor Who spin-off in, let's think, around about 2015 or 16 maybe. I think it was maybe around season 11. I'm not entirely sure. I only watched when it was on TV. I only watched the pilot episode of this and never continued with it. I seem to remember Peter Capaldi was in the first episode, but I think that was probably just to sort of a carrying the torch over, just to introduce the show to the Doctor Who fans, I suppose. This is a 2-disc set again. Sadly, there is a loose disc inside there, and often with a standard DVD, if there's a loose disc, you can actually, if you can get it in the right spot, you can just press it down and resit it. But because this is a 2-disc set, there's a hub. I mean, you've got the hub normally on this side where the disc sits, but there's also a hub on this side, so it makes it extra difficult to get any pressure on the disc to push it back onto the hub. And it might even be the disc on the top hub rather than the bottom hub that's loose. So yeah, it's very, very hard on a 2-disc Blu-ray to reseat a disc that's in a sealed case. Next, and this is another one I'm going to have a bit of a whinge about, unfortunately. Jack Reacher season 2, absolutely excellent. Was it better than the first? I think it probably was, actually. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I watched it on Amazon last month. And again, immediately added it to my wish list. I have the first season. I got that as a present. Was it for my birthday or Christmas? A couple of years ago. That came with a slipcover. This one doesn't. According to Blu-ray.com, it wasn't offered with a slipcover from release, which is, I don't know why they've done that. Well, I guess again it's probably for cutting costs. So now I've got a season, the first season with a slipcover and the second season without. It's just going to look odd on the shelf. Still very pleased I've got this because it was amazing. 3D edition of Avatar: The Way of Water. I have not seen this movie yet. I've been waiting. I've almost bought this a few times over the last couple of months off Amazon because it's been not awfully priced for the first maybe year or so, or maybe not quite or so, but maybe for the first year. This was, between £20 and £25 new on Amazon, and even in CX, second-hand one, you were looking at the best part of £18. I think it got to a point that the Steelbook edition of the 3D was cheaper on CEX. I don't know about that now. I haven't looked for a little while, but yeah, very pleased. Another one. I've got no more space on my 3D Blu-ray shelf. I'm going to have to move some stuff around to fit this and those other three there on as well. But yeah, chuffed about that. And then finally another, this is a more recent release of Doctor Who. This has been a live action one. It's a new colourised version of Doctor Who and the Daleks from the very first series. I think this might have been the second story of Doctor Who. Yeah, very pleased about this one. I'm curious. I've seen some colourised stuff in the past that's, you know, over the years, I guess, has got better and better and better. So, but just looking at that picture on the cover, it's looking pretty darn good. So yeah, looking forward to that one, as well as everything else that's here. But yeah, that's God, that's a long video. So Christmas presents and last half of December pickups. What a great selection. Really, really, really pleased with all of that. There's not a miss. I mean, why would there be? I either bought them myself or picked them myself. Yeah, really, really chuffed. That I think of everything, that's the best of the bunch for me. Might not be to everybody's taste, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Way more than I ever thought I would. Even though I have seen it a very, very long time ago as a kid. It's still, story-wise, it definitely holds up. Yeah, some of the special. I think if you put this in front of a kid today, they probably. I mean, I could be completely wrong. That maybe the story would, on its own, would hook them. But as far as special effects are concerned, this can't even hold a candle to what they can do today. And you know, obviously so. It's, you know, it's 40 years old. But yeah, for me, this is the best of the bunch. Really happy with that. Pete, thank you so much. I love that so much. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. We're getting close to 40 minutes. And I never thought when I started, I've gone on too many tangents. I think maybe there's a way of trimming some of it down. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all hopefully next month in the new year. So I hope you've all had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a great happy new year. And yeah, unless something comes up between now and then, the next video I'm sure will be in the new year. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Ta-ra. So I've unwrapped all three of these and flipped the covers over. So the cover on that one's very similar, very slightly different, but mostly the same. And spine art is spine art. It's not really art, is it? The title on the side is slightly different as well. This one's very different. On that other side, I had the German title. Whereas on this, we've got the English. It's not doing a good job of focusing in. Anyway, and then Dr. Dolittle. Again, it's a slightly different cover. I think it's a little different. The film title is a bigger font, but yeah, just thought I'd ever show them quickly. See you later.